going to do. So for this lesson, we are looking at perimeter. So perimeter, you have simple shapes and compound shapes, but I'm just going to be explaining the basics for simple shapes. So for these examples now, this says this triangle, these are the measurement. One here is 4 meters, one here 5 meters. But the thing about perimeter is that it's the distance around, the closest distance around the entire shape. So we have a distance here, we have a distance here, but we have no distance written here. Now, the amount of numbers that you add for a perimeter, it reflects the amount of sides a shape has. So if this shape has 3 sides, it must have 3 numbers being accounted for in the addition process. So 4, 5. Here, what is the number? So the thing is, once you are doing math and you are dealing with shapes, and you see this side, this little asterisk on 2 sides, or even 3 sides, it means that those sides are equal. So 5 meters plus 4 meters that we have, and the fact that this side and this side have this same asterisk or the same marks, it means that these 2 sides are equal. So if this is 4, this is also 4. So you put another plus 4. Now you will just simply add them. So 4 plus 4, 8. 8 plus 5, 13. So the perimeter for that is 13. Now, shape number 2. This is a rectangle. A thing for you to note about rectangles, the opposite sides are always equal. So you have 2 options. You can either just simply fill it out, saying 6m and 8m, and then you write out all 4 of them by saying 8m plus 8m plus 6m plus 6m. Or you, considering the shape originally only had those 2 sides on it, you can simply say 2 times 8m plus 2 times 6m. And you will simply work it out. So 2 times 8, that's 16. Plus 2 times 6m, that's 12. Which is equal to, so 16 plus 12, that gives you 28 meters. And it's the same thing. 8 plus 8, 16 plus 6, 22 plus 6, 28 meters. So either way you do it, you will still arrive at the same answer. Now, this is a trapezium. You have different types of trapeziums, but this is a general one that you normally see. So for it, you just simply write out the numbers. So it's 9 meters plus 2 meters plus 3 meters plus 7 meters. And then you will just simply add them. So 7 plus 3, 10. 10 plus 2, 12. 12 plus 9, 21. And that's it. And remember the units. So the single units represents perimeter. If here is a 2, it's no longer perimeter but the area. If you put a 3 here, it's no longer perimeter or area, it is volume. So please remember that when you're dealing with perimeter, the units should not have any number written above it. Now this shape is supposed to be a square. So a thing for you to note about a square, all the sides of a square are equal. So just like with the rectangle, what you can do, you have 2 options. You can write out the 9 at all the sides, or you can simply say 4 times 9 cm. And 4 nines, 36. So once you have one side of a square and you are trying to find the perimeter of it, you can just simply multiply by 4 and you will get the answer. This shape now, a pentagon. As I said in example 1, once you see this on a side, it means that those 2 sides are equal. Now you have this side being 10, here is equal, so it's all equal around. So since all 5 are equal, it means that you can just do one of 2 things, write them out, or you just simply multiply the 10 that you have by the amount of sides that is there. So since it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides, you can just say 5 times 10 mm is equal to 50 millimeters. Now, the final one, a circle. For the circle, it's not as simple as this where you're just adding. The circle has its own formula for finding the perimeter. So it's either 2 pi r or pi d. So what I did was draw a circle with using pi, using the radius, and 1 to use the diameter. So you can see why the formulas can be used interchangeably. So 2 pi r, so it means that 2 times, we are going to use pi in this case as 3.14 times r, which is 4 meters. And on this side it will be pi d, so I'm going to use it as 3.14 times 8m. So let's work this one alone, come down now. So it's 2 times 3.14 times 4, and that gives you 25.12 meters. Now what about this one? This is 3.14 times 8, and that gives you 25.12 meters. So you realize that in this case it was 2 times pi times r, which is a radius, and here it is pi times d alone, but yet the answers are the same. That is because once you're dealing with a radius, when you say 2 times r, you are basically getting the length of your diameter. So the perimeter of a circle really and truly is the pi multiplied by the diameter. So it's a distance, this little line across, multiplied by the pi going around. But if you are given r, you will have to transform your r into your diameter and then multiply by pi. And that is why it is 2 pi r that can also give you the perimeter of a circle along with pi d. So I hope this video was useful to you, so you are able to understand how to calculate the perimeter of simple shapes. Tune in again with Mr. Brown as I explain other mathematical concepts.